We are going to talk about a movie.
This is gonna be a disaster.
It was one of the best movies of the year.
It's gonna go so well. Probably one of the last movies I would ever want to see in a theater. What is going on, everybody? Taylor here, and Comic-Con is a little bit different this year, which I know has been interesting for a lot of people to try and navigate, but I'm very, very interested to see the new Mutants Comic-Con trailer that apparently we're getting. I still just have all bets are off in terms of when this movie is actually going to come out, if we're actually going to get it in its new date, if it's going to be 5 years from now and finally we're getting it. But I'm very curious to see what we're going to get from this footage, so let's just jump in and see what happens.
There's an old Native American proverb that says, "Inside every person there are two bears, forever locked in combat for your soul. One bear is all things good, compassion, love, trust. The other is all things evil, fear, shame, and self-destruction."
Interesting.
What's happening?
We have to run!
Wait!
Don't let go of my hand!
Jesus Christ. What is going on? No thanks. Absolutely no thanks. Super pass on whatever this crap is. Like, in terms of me being in this situation, I would have a heart attack.
Hide here! Have to go help them.
No, Dad, please. Please don't leave me alone.
Danny, I have to go back. Stay here.
Oh God. It's not throwing any punches, is it? What?
All of you have killed someone. If you weren't here, you'd be in prison. Or worse. And you mutants are dangerous. We know. This place takes your greatest fear
Jesus.
and makes you live through it.
What the?
Ooh, scary.
What are you doing?
Gotta get better someday.
This is
Demon Bear!
giving me the
Let's play a
goosebumps.
game.
Jeez. This is so much. There is so much happening right now. Holy crap, that's a lot of things. Wow. Okay, so clearly there's a demon bear that we're dealing with here. It's been a long time since I've seen any New Mutants footage, so to be honest with you, all of this could be footage we've already seen and I would really have no idea. But demon bear, crazy. Alright, so that's definitely a problem. I see why that's a problem. Place that they're locked in, having to face all their fears, is like, I know that's probably a nightmare for a lot of people, for very good reason, but like I do not think have a strong enough stomach as a person to be able to deal with something like that in a real situation. But this, I don't know, this footage is intriguing to me. I don't know if I would exactly say that it's making me feel better about how I feel the movie is in terms of quality, but like, it's taken some swings. I'm interested, I'm intrigued. I definitely think that they should just release this movie while everyone's in quarantine, because it'll basically be the only movie that anyone's talking about, and I feel like that's if they don't want anyone to see it, maybe I guess you just keep pushing it back until no one cares anymore. But if they want to try and make some money off of this, I think you release it in quarantine for people to rent, and this will be all that people are talking about, because there's some stuff in this footage where I'm like, you'd have so much to break down about this movie, and the longer and longer it gets pushed, the more I'm just like, I really want to see what this movie actually looks like, if they're trying to bury it or if it's just a mess trying to get it released. But yeah, I don't even know. I'm trying to gather some thoughts about this. I feel like it's definitely taking a very dark tone that the newer generation of X-Men movies, First Class and all the way up to Dark Phoenix, this is definitely taking a much darker tone. It's much more, I don't feel like you're going to get a lot of fun out of this, other than maybe some cool action scenes and some cool effects that maybe you can enjoy. But this definitely looks like some pretty heavy content. And First Class and Apocalypse and even Days of Future Past and Dark Phoenix do deal with some darker elements for sure, but this looks like they just went, even some of the quirky stuff that First Class and Days of Future Past does, they were just like, no, we're just gonna make this really intense and just kind of take a swing. Yeah, so I will forever just be fascinated by this movie and the journey that it's gone on, and I don't even know if anymore it's going to live up to this journey, just with how long they've put it off, because I feel like you can build that up with pushing it back for a certain amount of time, and then it'll reach a point where no matter how good or bad, or so bad that it comes around and it's good it is, there's a certain amount of time that people will just kind of be over it. But man, I'm really hoping we get this one this year, because I really do think with basically every other movie just being pushed until next year, people would kind of have to watch this and talk about it. But what do you guys think of the footage? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions on the journey that this movie has gone on, and if you're still interested in seeing it, if you ever were in the first place. All my links are down in the description if you want to find me on social media. Thank you guys so much for all of your continued support, and I will see you next time.